Ice cold. Oh, that's
They're
right.
excited, bro. They're excited.
Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody.
Oh, shit. Okay, well,
Woo! Yeah. Give us just a minute, folks. We'll be on.
Alright, man.
Okay. We're going to go on Radio
Alright,
Vegas
we'll come over
Rocks
as
now.
early as you can, I guess.
too.
Just give me a call.
Sounds like there is
Okay.
a guest getting prepared. Do I hear guest? Is that guest sounds?
Eric was, but he forgot.
That's okay, because
So
we
next-
didn't promote that person. It's not like we wasted a bunch of promo on them and then they didn't show up.
A promo.
Oh, we didn't waste no promo,
promo.
on this mofo. No promo wasted on them. Look out.
That fits into
Look
every
out.
song. If you didn't know. Take your pants off.
Pants
You could
off.
put that into any song and it will work.
Hell yeah. Oh, so let me
Yes.
start the Radio Vegas rock stream and then point at you, Phil, and then power.
Hide your strap-ons, put away your biscuits, and get ready for the ride of your life. It's time for free candy in the van of comedy. It's time for Two Clueless Dudes.
Woo! Welcome back. We are Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike, the Hank, and Waz supposedly.
All right, guys, we got a great show for you today. We are going to talk. We're going to talk a little bit about Johnny Depp.
Oh, Johnny Depp.
We're going to
okay.
get Johnny Depp in here, and no one told me the sad fate of a Samoan man. We're going to talk about Ezra. Is there somebody better than Ezra?
Oh.
We're going to get to that. History's Mysteries, of course, on the docket. How fast does your Ford Focus go?
Oh my.
We're going to talk about somebody's very interesting speeding ticket. Also, we're going to talk a little bit about Homegame, which we watched on Netflix a little bit.
Crazy.
And we're going to talk about some stars who passed on very iconic roles today.
Like stars from the sky.
And other silly news, of course.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, there's a lot going on. So let's kick things
Let's
off.
dive
with,
in. Let's just jump right in.
Let's start with Homegame because it's fresh on our minds. Cheese?
Did you share?
Did I share? I'm always sharing, bro.
Yeah, so we watched a show on Netflix,
They call me Sharon Karen.
Sharon Karen.
Boom.
And
There's a new Karen. I'm talking about that Sharon Karen.
Yeah. I'm a
on the
Sharon.
topic of Karens, there's
Yeah.
a lot of different Karens going around
Sharon's
right
outlook on the topic of disease.
Yeah. I'm about to share to the wrong thing.
We're all in love with dying. We were doing
So
it in
Homegame.
Texas.
Let's talk about Homegame.
now. All right, so Homegame. The very first episode we watched took place in Florence, Italy, and it's got basically the rules of rugby minus the rules.
Yeah.
And they basically quite literally beat the shit out of each other.
So I've never heard of this game, but it's been
No.
going on since 1530.
1535? 1530?
1530.
Yeah, okay.
When Florence was under siege, and they did it to basically tell the Imperial Army that they were a bunch of pussies. So the whole game is basically, you've got like 6 people, and it's 27 people in each team, which is a lot of people on a field.
Yikes, yeah.
And I guess there's I don't know, how many did they say? 9 people in back, and their whole job is to run with the ball.
Yeah, there's 27 in total. 9 people are supposed to fight.
No,
and
15 fight.
Is it 15
Yeah,
fight?
they're 15 fight.
Yeah, it's a crazy number. They
Yeah, and then
they
they got
fight to
goalies.
make way for the
Yeah.
people with
like,
the ball.
Like brawling. Like you stand in front of another dude, and the whole point is to try to get beat them up
Clear
and get them
path.
on the ground.
Yeah.
And if you get onto the ground, you have to stay on the ground
until
until
goal.
somebody scores, either team.
Interesting.
It's pretty wild. But if you're let's say I'm a red guy and I put a white guy down.
Yeah, there's only 4. There's
and you
red,
go running by
white,
me and you're a white guy with
blue.
the ball, I can jump off of my guy and then get you because I'm the one that put the guy down.
Is
So
there more than 2 teams competing at
There's
once?
only 4 teams. Well, no, only 2 teams compete at once, and
Okay.
it's 50 minutes of basically
That's a
bare knuckle
5-0.
brawling, kickboxing, and these are like
I thought they said 15, and I was like, damn. Okay, 15 minutes with no break, and they're just going to beat the shit out of each other.
It's
and
even
then,
more.
And then I was like, they're like 50 minutes of
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And I was like, 50? I thought they said 15. Like, 50 minutes of
Yeah.
ass whipping.
Like-
It's insane.
by Mario.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Mario and Luigi out there just
Straight
haymakers.
bare knuckle brawling. It's amazing. I would love to go to Florence
and
to
this
watch
is the best
this.
part. It only happens once a year, and they don't pay you.
Jeez.
Yeah,
get
you're
no
you're from
compensation.
you're from your county. There's 4 that participate.
4 counties
Red, white, blue,
and green.
and green.
And you wore that wherever
and
you're born.
wherever you're born,
That's
you
your-
have to play from there, no matter where you currently live.
Yeah.
You don't get
wherever
paid.
you're there,
And you don't get paid.
But you can
wherever
monetize
you're
it.
wherever
get
you're from,
a sneaker-
you have to play for that team.
Well, I'm sure.
Sneaker deal or something.
I'm sure they probably get some type of bennies, especially if you win.
No,
I mean, if you're
like maybe like
Or-
help with their teeth.
If you're like the shitty green team,
Free
nobody's like, "Ah."
advertisement for your
Like
AC
the
company.
only thing that
Yeah,
we saw
yeah.
of protective gear was some people wore a mouthpiece.
Yeah, a mouthpiece.
that was it.
I would have at least gone in with a cod piece.
Yeah, you
Well,
gotta you gotta cover the kahunas.
I'd protect the jubblies.
Oh yeah.
And I'd have that. I probably would have put on a helmet, probably some
Shin pads.
shin pads. Yeah, maybe
knee pads.
Yeah, maybe some shoulder
You
guards.
Shoulder
guys don't just
pads.
always have knee pads?
Should
Well,
always-
I-
everyone should have a pair of knee pads.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
their
just
car.
like all the time. Yeah.
in case
You
you
never
get
know.
into tough times.
For
Yeah.
sure. I
Yeah.
mean, psh,
You never know when you're gonna get in
Yeah.
a sticky spot.
He
It's
needs.
2020.
He's supposed to come up with $600 more a month.
Yeah,
He has to prove that he can do it. I said, just pull out your knee pads.
But mine are worn through though. They're not very good anymore.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to get some new ones.
Yeah.
You can't be out there in bad knee pads. Tell you a lot about the prostitute.
It's
Okay.
true. It's true.
or
Because if they
rollerblader.
can afford nice new shiny knee pads, then they're doing pretty good business. But if they're in those old, dirty, worn down knee pads, then
It's
times
true.
are tight. You know what I'm saying?
And times are in fact tight.
Times are tight right now.
We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Speaking of which, I think it's time for us. We're going to do our first "Put That in Your Mouth" right now.
Oh,
We
okay.
have
these very
okay.
interesting
Speaking
shots.
of which,
And it's called,
Oh, it's
it's a
hype.
twisted shot called Pussycat, which I know absolutely nothing about. But we saw these at a Total Wine, and I said, I'm game.
And I said I'm not. But
So-
here I am drinking it anyway.
You want to show that to the Camreezy?
So this is a twisted shot,
So it's 20% alcohol.
and it's the pussycat shot.
Yeah. So we'll tell you what's in it after we try it.
oh, I see how there's 2 halves. There's 2 halves.
Yeah.
Waz, we're gonna need you to put that in your mouth.
All right,
That's
let's
right.
learn together, you
Let's
guys.
learn together. It's cool. It has a little tab.
So
Yeah.
one's a chaser for the other, right? Oh no!
No,
I would
no,
pour it into
no,
my
no,
face if I
no.
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
That would be funny.
That would make for great live TV, though.
It's not unsmelly.
So
Yeah, that's our put stuff
smells
in your mouth
watermelon.
theme music now. I
Yeah.
decided.
I like it. Cheers.
Cheers.
Woo.
Oh god, it's really yummy. Oh. Holy crap. That's it. It tastes like
Wow.
milk and juice, but in a yummy way.
Yeah, with a bite.
Yeah, it barely bites with that milk.
Let's see. What is this? This is watermelon vodka and vodka, rum, and cream
Boy, that's sneaky.
with pina colada. So it's a pina colada on one side, watermelon rum on the other.
Gross.
That ain't bad.
Yeah.
You didn't like it?
You can have it. You can have the off one.
The off one.
Shoot, I'll take it. It's like the
Shit,
first
give it to
alcohol thing
Waz.
I've liked the flavor of in a lot
Yeah.
forever.
Get crazy, Waz.
What do you think, Mike?
I liked it. I
I-
really
Yeah,
liked
right?
it.
What did you think of the riot juice?
Yeah, did you like the riot punch?
Well, I liked the flavor, but it didn't like agree with me.
Yeah, you looked a little left up. I'm not gonna lie.
Did it sneak up on you a little bit?
I've still got cracks in the seams, you know?
My man.
Yeah, you looked a little left up. I ain't gonna lie. The Duffster, what up, dog?
Hi
And,
there, Krista
My
and family.
beautiful wife, she's taking care of our dog Rico. He just had
12-year-old
12-year-old Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
But I'm gonna
man.
tell you what, he's a trooper.
Giving
And you
it
know what?
hell.
He's still got some fight in him. He bit a little girl. So that says something, you know what I mean?
He's-
If you're willing to attack little girls.
He's bit me.
Yeah, he has bit. Who hasn't he bit?
I was gonna say
You
he's
come over to my house, you've probably been bit by Rico. That's
Yeah.
just how it works.
I would love some eye surgery. Shout out.
Ricky.
possible
What's good,
sponsors.
homie?
You got eye problems?
Eye surgery sponsor. We're looking for one.
We
Well,
need
why
you.
don't
If you
why
do
don't
eye
you take
surgery,
him? Why don't you
surgery, hit
take
us up.
Waz with you
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
Rico's surgery?
Actually,
Have
my
him
And-
share a little laser this
one
way.
of the people that what up, Ricky Delare?
Bump me a
One of
little
the
laser.
great people that listen to us in Maryland. My very beautiful stepmom or mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
I was getting confused.
Yeah.
She actually she works for an eye center, does eye surgeries.
Sweet.
So you never know, maybe we can hook you up.
Yeah, like a leftover kind of dumpster expired eye surgery.
Oh yeah,
like
definitely.
a-
You're not going to get the upfront,
Yeah.
best of the best. You're going to get the dumpster.
Nor do I
definitely.
want it. I live on the
You
edge.
never been bit by Rico?
There's
Ricky
time,
says he's never
friend.
been bit by
There's
Rico.
time.
Yeah, there's time. Do it while he's still got teeth, buddy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have fresh ones to bite you with now, huh?
He's
Is
got
he
no-
getting dentures?
Oh, yeah.
No,
he's-
they don't do
he's-
doggy dentures.
He's getting his teeth grilled. He's
Yeah,
I wish they
Blank.
did. I wish they did do doggy dentures, but they don't.
To put him in a little cup next to his
I mean, if
dog
they could
bed.
get him for George Washington.
You know what? You know
Right?
what's really
that was back
crazy?
in what, the
I did
1700s?
Bolt them shits in.
I did personal security for
Gum job, yeah.
I like the gum job though. I did personal security for
Dentures?
I had it until you said something.
Had to do with fake dog teeth.
The Judds, Wyona Judd.
Oh, the Judd.
So,
Winona?
Winona.
Winona?
She has a security dog that
Oh,
she
wow.
takes everywhere with her. And
From Stranger Things, that Winona?
The can.
Is that Winona Judd?
That was
From Stranger
Ryder,
Things?
right?
Oh, that's Winona Ryder. Shit.
Yeah, missed it.
Yeah.
But her dog actually has steel teeth
Whoa.
for canines.
Damn.
They're capped.
Whoa.
And they don't come off,
So
and-
if they bite something, they don't break their teeth.
Well, that and it's completely miserable for the person that gets bit. I guess the dog. I mean, it's the Judds, right? So I mean, they got money for whatever they want.
Yeah.
Apparently, the dog came from
Might as well do some
military.
crazy stuff to their fangs, huh?
Yeah,
And you can be like, what a steal.
yeah.
Upgrade.
Upgrade. All right. So I wanted to get into one of our topics here was stars who pass on iconic movie roles. Now, some of these I'm pretty sure you'll know.
Okay.
But I'm sure some of these will completely throw you off.
Yeah, fun. Bust
Okay.
it out.
So let's start off with The Matrix.
Okay.
Okay.
Love it. By the way,
So
great movie.
What did you love about it?
Everything.
Everything.
I liked the science fiction aspect. I liked the action.
Did you like Keanu
Now-
Reeves as Neo?
Of course.
What if I told you he wasn't the first choice?
I would probably believe you.
Who do you think was the first choice?
Oh, this is easy. John McClane.
No. John McClane is a character. not
Bob
a person.
Saget.
Bob Saget is an excellent guess, but just a little off
So you're
by a
not.
lot.
Norm Abram from the New Yankee Workshop.
Norm, that's good, close. That's
Because Bob
close.
Vila passed.
Bob Vila, I remember that guy.
He didn't pass away. I mean, he
Yeah.
passed on the roll.
Oh, he passed on the roll. Oh, I was like, oh no, Bob Vila died.
He probably did, though.
He probably
Christian
is dead.
Bale.
That's a good guess.
It was a woman.
Oh.
Neo was originally meant to be a woman,
No.
and it was meant to be played. The producer actually asked this person if they were interested in the part, because they were getting desperate because nobody would take it. Nobody would take the role apparently. So they got desperate. Said, "Well, look, we'll change it to a girl. We'll change Neo to a girl, and see if we could just get anybody to take the role." Apparently, was the deal.
Oh.
And the
so
person that
Neo
they-
was a shitty character.
So the person that they went to was Sandra Bullock.
Really?
Yes, was originally
Sandra
meant,
Bullock.
was the first person that they had approached to play Neo, and she turned it down. And eventually, of course,
Well, Neo in the
and she said because she felt Keanu Reeves was the right person for the role. So she
Interesting.
recommended Keanu.
very cool.
Very, very interesting, right?
Yeah, I know you're not a fan of the Matrix trilogy, especially 2 and 3. I liked them. I enjoyed them. Some of them went a little silly.
right.
But you
How-
you
Yeah.
enjoy the earlier Batmans. So
I bet you.
it's okay.
How often is there a role that's like for someone like Sandra Bullock that they're like, oh, you know what Keanu Reeves will do?
Right?
It's like, okay.
It's-
where did they come up with that?
All right, so let's talk Han Solo.
Okay, Han Solo. The original Han
The
Solo.
original Han Solo from the original Star Wars film. It was not originally offered to Harrison Ford. Do you know who it was originally offered to?
That's before my time.
We're talking 1977.
Burt Reynolds,
Ooh, that actually would have been a great choice. I would be so down
right?
to have Burt Reynolds Han Solo. I would watch the shit out of that movie.
Oh,
I gotta say,
I actually thought that
God,
was
that would
right.
have been great. No, but that would have been perfect. I mean, honest to God, perfect.
Yeah, I know.
the Hoff,
He would have been chief.
Hasselhoff.
It was
Chipper
not.
about it.
It was, of all people, probably one of the greatest known actors, Al Pacino.
Oh, so
Oh,
I was
always
way off.
mix them up.
Al Pacino was originally offered the role, but he turned it down, and Harrison Ford took it on, and it turned into be one of the greatest movies of all time.
Oh my gosh,
Very cool.
Al Pacino and Smokey and the Bandit.
Mm-hmm.
How good would that have been?
That'd been great. Let's go to another Sandra Bullock movie, The Blind Side. Do you remember that?
No.
You never saw The Blind Side? It's about
don't
the
think so.
offensive lineman Michael Orr and the adopted family that raises him and helps him become like a star or whatever. So it's played by Sandra Bullock, but
Oh,
she
okay,
actually
yeah.
she was not the first choice. The first choice was Julia
Meg Ryan.
Roberts.
Oh.
You're close, but no.
What should we title this segment? Like, what
What
is
should
this
we-
called that we're doing? This is like artists that didn't
Stars who passed on famous roles.
pass. No, that was the word I was.
Yes. So how about this one? Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
Oh man, that's tough.
Do you know who it was originally offered to?
Sam Elliott.
It was somebody who was a James Bond.
Really?
Yes.
Bond.
Yeah. So
James Bond.
Han Solo and Yoda would have been the same height. Yeah, Al Pacino's a little fucker.
You talking to me? I have no idea.
Sean Connery.
Sean
Oh.
Connery.
Sean Connery was
Oh, Shawnee
originally
Khan.
offered the role
Love
of
Shawnee
Gandalf
Khan.
Really?
in Lord of the Rings, not Ian McKellen, who did a fantastic job, I might add.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's an interesting one.
Okay.
Everyone knows Michael Corleone from The Godfather, right?
Yes.
Is that the guy who says, "I'll make you an offer you can't refuse"?
It's gonna have the
cotton
balls in his mouth.
No, that wasn't who did that move. That wasn't that person, right?
It's
Michael
Godfather.
Corleone was somebody else, right? Oh, in
That was his
Godfather.
son
That
or
was his
whatever.
son, right. So this person passed on the role because he reportedly felt that an Italian should play an Italian part. Thank goodness Al Pacino, who actually wound up taking the role, was Italian and available. But it was originally offered to Jack Nicholson.
Really?
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Jack Nicholson could have been Michael Corleone.
Old Nicky Jack.
That's cool.
That's
Okay.
what he has me call him.
This one right here kind of blows my mind, and it makes me wonder how different the movie would have been. Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh.
I don't
man.
think there's
John
a more
Cusack.
amazing movie. I mean, honest to God, it's such an iconic, fantastic movie.
Oh, for sure.
I don't care what age you are, you can just pop that in and enjoy it.
John Cusack would have been too old, I guess.
He would have been a little too old, but this person actually would have been great for it. I think it would have been interesting. It's just, I am a Matthew Broderick fan. I do like.
Yeah, I was gonna say he nobody could do it better than him.
I don't think anybody could have done as well.
No one brought her.
But it was originally offered to Johnny Depp.
No way.
Johnny
oh,
Depp.
Yeah, old Deppy John.
Yep,
Was he even around then?
he was. 21 Jump Street.
Old Deppy Doo.
Crybaby.
Crybaby. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deppy Doo John.
Okay, here's another good one.
Well, good. I don't want a bad one.
Okay, Avatar. You guys saw Avatar?
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. So,
They bend air?
not that one.
Okay.
The blue guys.
Gotcha.
The giant Smurfs.
Oh, yeah.
So this person,
The Dendrophiliac movie.
It's a very strange movie, actually.
he was meant to play Jake Scully from James Cameron's epic, which was the lead role, which was the guy that had the broken legs or whatever, or legs didn't work or whatever
Right.
it was. It was originally offered to Matt Damon,
Oh,
Oh,
and he turned
Weird.
it down.
that makes sense.
I think Matt Damon would have been a good choice.
Oh,
The
Damie
guy
Matt.
they picked was good though.
Oh, Damie do Matt.
Old Damie. Old the damn ding dong. Damie.
Oh, ball with the ball with the bang to bang diggy.
So here's one that would have completely changed a movie.
okay.
I think this would have completely changed the movie, and I don't know that it would have been for the better. I think it would have made it just a different movie, to be honest. Dirty Harry.
Oh,
You would
Clint
think,
Eastwood.
You would think that role was made for Clint Eastwood. However, it was not.
John Wayne.
It was not even John Wayne. And this one kind of blows my mind.
Who else would have been a Western?
And the only reason
Sam Elliott?
the only reason
No,
he didn't
Sam Elliott wasn't even.
Roy Rogers.
Yeah, Tim Burton would have had to have directed Ferris Bueller, and that would have been a totally different movie. So what's interesting is the only reason why this person turned it down was he reportedly had a hand injury. Injured his hand. And that was Frank Sinatra.
No.
I'm not kidding you.
Does
Frank
he act
Sinatra.
much ever?
Oh yeah, he's been in a
Oh.
lot of stuff. Frankie baby. But tell me that wouldn't have been like
Would have been wacky.
That
I
would have
declare
been-
wacky.
that would have been crazy. Do you guys remember Scream?
Yeah.
Nev Campbell.
Nev
right?
Campbell.
It was not
Beautiful
originally meant
Nev
to be
Campbell.
Nev Campbell.
Denise Richards.
No, but kind of close-ish. This
Oh.
person is known for some pretty iconic films of girly nature.
Julia Roberts.
No,
What's her
Too old.
name?
Too
With Harry.
and the Hendersons,
No, her name's not Harry.
another great movie.
The famous female
Jen and Jeff. Hey,
actor
what's
from
up?
that
Thanks
time
for tuning
period
in.
that has a male first name. It's not Harry.
John Leguizamo.
No, she's female, but what is it, you guys? 70s female actor with a male first name. Billy, Richard. Gosh darn it.
Denise Richards. No.
I already said that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not. I'm sure it's wrong.
Daniel Danielson.
No.
Yeah, it was Reese Witherspoon.
Oh,
I was way
I think
off.
he- way
How
earlier.
weird would that movie have been with Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah.
I
you know.
forgot what movie we're talking.
So this is one right here also kind of blows my mind.
Wait, what movie would have been Reese Witherspoon?
Scream.
Oh,
Right?
got it.
I don't see her being in that kind of movie.
No,
I just
I don't
don't.
either. So here, this is one that really blows my mind. Forrest fucking Gump. Forrest Gump was not originally intended to go to the hanky panky.
Really?
It was not.
Okay.
And
so
turned
who
it
else would
down
play
was
a good
incredible.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
No, but that's actually a good
Yeah, that would have been
good
sweet.
guess.
Tim, that guy.
Tim Curry.
Yeah, Tim Curry. How
It was
dope
not-
would that would be?
That would be cool though.
How dope would that would be?
It was John Travolta.
No.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Is that not crazy?
He
That's
definitely can appear.
Can you imagine him
Handicapped.
running like that and being like a grease lightning?
I could just imagine him not trying very hard to appear less intelligent.
All right, let's go to probably one of the most iconic roles ever, The Shining.
I haven't watched
Nicholson's-
it. I want to watch it so I can watch Doctor Sleep.
Jack Nicholson's The Shining, right? He was amazing in The Shining, but it wasn't originally for him.
Tom Cruise.
He had somebody else in mind.
Tom Cruise.
Wrong time period, I know, but
That's a great
that would
guess.
have been
though.
great though.
Actually, I take that back. So Stanley Kubrick had Jack Nicholson in mind for the character, but somebody else wanted the role. Jen, what up?
John Cusack.
John,
John
Robin
Cusack.
Williams.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
very believable.
He's not a.
Have you seen
horror
him?
guy.
His stand-up is pretty scary though.
Yeah, when he's on cocaine.
Oh man,
just-
Robin Williams is crazy.
Usually.
He quite crazy. All right, how about this? We'll do this. We'll do this the last one. Boogie Nights.
Oh, that
Dirk
was with
Diggler,
yeah, with Mark Wahlberg
Mark Wahlberg.
and the fake penis.
But this person passed on the role of Boogie Nights to star in Titanic.
Leonardo
That's
DiCaprio.
Leonardo, yeah.
There he is. Can you
Leonardo.
imagine Leonardo DiCaprio as Dirk
Putting a
Diggler?
prosthetic wiener
Yeah.
at the end. I'm a star. I'm a bright, shining star.
Old DiCaprio Leo.
Man,
Doctor
man,
Sleep was
man.
watchable, but does not stand up against The Shining. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and pay some ducats. We're gonna make some ducats, pay
'Cause-
some bills. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna hop right into a little bit of History's Mysteries.
Happy 5th birthday, Radio Vegas Rocks. This is Ann Kerfoot. I am in the drive-thru line at New Woo Cannabis Store right now. And I just thought I would call in and tell you guys happy 5th and that you're a bunch of cunts. Later.
Hey ladies, when it's not raining men, it's always raining tacos at Juan's, Flaming Fajitas, and Cantina during their daily happy hour from 3 to 7. If things get a little too hot from their authentic Flaming Fajitas, you can visit their outdoor dining area and cool down with one or dos Corona Ritas. If you're feeling spicy, be sure to order one of my personal favorites, their fresh tableside guacamole, which goes perfectly with their homemade chips and salsa for 1 or 2.
Visit Juan's Flamin' Fajitas and Cantina on Facebook or in the real world at 9640 West Tropicana. Proud supporter of the Rockin' Comedy Show for 2 years and counting.
Listen up, the soap you shower with, it's you probably haven't even questioned what bar soap you lather up with. Let's face it, most guys don't. They're still using whatever bar their mommy bought for her little man. Is that what you want? To smell like mama's little man? Ugh. But now you can upgrade your shower game with Dr. Squatch Natural Soap.
To subscribe to Dr. Squatch, visit RadioVegas.rocks and click on the banner.
Or don't, and continue to be mommy's little helper. Dr. Squatch Natural Soap. Real soap for real men.
You guys love tacos?
I do.
I do.
Okay, right? Yeah.
tacos.
That's my spirit animal.
I don't care what gender you are or, we love tacos, right?
Sexually identify as a taco.
Yes! Whatever, man. But, since we all love tacos, we all need to know about Pinche's Tacos. And do you know where it's at? It's 9205 West Russell Road. It's an awesome place for lunch, dinner, or both. Here at RadioVegas.rocks, we love this place so much that if you mention us and order a blood orange margarita, they will give you a free gringo taco. What? Free gringo taco? Yes, that's right. That's what I said. And you know what else? It's like, okay, you're like, well, I don't really feel like driving over there. They have 2 locations, bruh. 2 fucking locations. But you need to get in on this deal. You must visit the Russell location. I mean, yeah, that's where you gotta go for the free gringo tacos. But I'm just saying, you know what I mean? If you're just like, I don't have gas for that, but I have money for tacos, just go to the other one. But yeah, Pinche's Tacos, because who else doesn't love tacos, man?
Hey, Chuck. Oh, hey, Mike. So listen, the gang is hitting the bar after work. You want to come with us?
No can do, bro. The wife is picking me up and we're gonna hike up the devil's rectum.
You gotta be kidding me. By the time you get all the way home and change, you'll never make it up there in time.
I don't have to go home. I'm just gonna wear what I have on.
You can't hike up the devil's rectum in khakis.
These aren't khakis, they're 5'11s.
It don't matter how tall you are, you still can't hike up the devil's rectum in khaki pants, you moron.
These are 5'11 pants. You know, 5'11 tactical.
They don't make khakis. They make stuff for cops and firefighters in the military.
And everybody else. Check it out.
Holy crap. I had no idea they made all this stuff.
It's all there at 511tactical.com. You know my motto.
You have a motto?
Play hard and look good doing it.
Okay, that's just stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's stupid.
You're stupid.
511 Tactical. Play hard and look good doing it. Shop now by clicking the 511 banner on our website, radiovegas.rocks.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
We are 2 clueless dudes here at RadioVegas.rocks.
What's up? Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah. That's the only sound we need. That Waz, can we get that?
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
We need
And then we're gonna I'll overplay it and people be like, please stop it.
We need it. We need it in our lives. All right, so let's get into
Oh, you want to do some history's
Let's
mysteries?
do it, bro.
All right, here we go.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. History's mysteries. Like that $20 you say I owe you.
You know I ain't gonna pay you that, right?
We'll see.
The $20.
One day.
Good as gone.
I'm made of $20.
1785. U.S. Congress unanimously resolves the name of U.S. currency to the dollar and adopts the decimal coinage.
It was originally called the doll hair.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that.
No. It was confusing people.
Yeah. Well, the Kens of the world were getting upset.
Yeah, because obviously the Barbies were, well, actually still are worth more.
A lot of bald toys.
That's true.
1944. The world's largest circus tent caught fire at the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey's circus. On their second performance, 168 died in Hartford, Connecticut.
Holy crap. I've seen them live. That was fun.
Yeah, could you imagine being
was a
stuck in a
kid.
tent on fire?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, my jeez.
Wow.
Whew. All right, 1924.
Definitely brings meaning to pitching a tent with a hottie.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
1924, the first photograph was sent experimentally across the Atlantic by radio from U.S. to England.
To Nickelback.
You know, I got to ask you, why do people hate Nickelback so bad?
I don't know.
Like, you either love them and you're quiet about it, or you hate them and you're loud about it.
I can tell you why.
Please.
Because they just nailed this pocket that is like mediocre and kind of phoned in, but not bad. And because they're such a good bad band or such a bad good band,
See, I really,
they double alienate people.
I
then.
really like Nickelback. I really think.
Ever seen them live?
Since they're very.
I have seen them live.
I've never seen them live, so I can't say that. But
I have.
Since their first album,
Hands up, I've seen it.
You know, when they released "Breathe," I really liked them as a band.
I thought their breakout "Leader of Men" was really good and had innovative harmonies, but it was their last innovative track. Because you think none of their other tracks innovate. There's no fresh ground. The lyrics are kind of predictable.
I thought what was it called? Silver something.
I don't remember. I didn't like them that much.
These are the criticisms, and
Yeah,
that's why they get so much flack. I think, is because they don't get anyone excited enough to stick up for them. And
you know what I think it was? I think it was all the dudes that secretly liked it, but were actually gay and were afraid of being found out that they were gay. Were like, screw Nickelback.
yeah, you got to make your music either not gay or confidently gay.
Right? Yeah, you can't be in the middle.
Totally.
So Nickelback's problem is they were in the gray area.
Yeah, they were
Too closeted. Get proud.
If they had like a
loud.
secret handshake, it would be the Doc. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, it's a sleepy show. I didn't see the whole show.
Okay.
When I saw them live, it was a little nappish.
Okay. 1947, the AK-47 went into production in the Soviet Union and is still a widely used gun today.
Nice. In
1947.
Dang.
Can you believe a gun's been around that long? It's crazy. 2015, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was stripped of his WBO welterweight boxing title after failing to pay $200,000 in sanctioning fees and vacates his 2 junior middleweight titles. Shame. But this is something that our friend Floyd, he lives here in Vegas.
He does.
And he has this. He likes to spend money.
Loves it.
Like
He even has
it's going out of
this thing called
style.
the Money Team.
Well, yeah,
there's a
the money team.
Team regarding it.
Well, I mean, his.
And didn't he go to jail? I feel like he went to jail.
Yeah, he went to jail.
He went to jail for like beating his wife or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah.
But he also has
Which is
problems
crazy
with
that he
paying
beat
his
his wife.
taxes
I know
and
why he beat
stuff
his
like
wife.
that.
Because he can't beat up an actual boxer.
We'll just move on to Forrest Gump.
What is it?
1994, the movie Forrest Gump, directed by Robert Zemeckis and starring Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, and Gary Sinise,
Old Zemecky Rob.
was released, receiving an Academy Award for Best Picture that year.
Forrest Gump. That was a great movie.
Great movie.
I mean, it was really good.
Yeah. And then
I liked it too.
Me 3. And then Gary does stuff for the veterans, which is really cool. He's got the Lieutenant Dan band.
Oh, he does?
He does.
I didn't know that.
And he goes around playing to USOs and playing for the troops and stuff like that. It's really cool.
Nice.
Yes, sir. 2020.
I heard he had a Lord of the Rings costume. Legolas.
2020, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes agreed to the largest contract for an athlete in sports history, signing a 12-year, $503 million deal.
Isn't that not absolutely insane?
That's $500 million.
This dude, I mean, it's just uncanny to make that kind of a, woo, boy, I don't know, man. I mean, he good
The
now, but
largest
one knee
contract
injury,
for
he
an
done.
athlete in sports history. Now, basketball players get a ridiculous check. Football players
You know what,
can
though?
get a ridiculous check.
I agree with the length of the contract. I think for a young player, especially a quarterback.
Yeah, he's what,
somebody
24?
You want him to have their entire career where you're at. You might as well sign him to a big-ass contract, get it out of the way, and that way you could adjust your cap accordingly. I like the idea. The amount, though, I mean, you're talking, you're paying this kid over $40 million a year.
Yeah.
$40 million a fucking year.
Yeah.
What?
That's a lot of
Dude,
cheddar.
especially when your cap's only, what, like $180 million a year?
I don't know.
That's what the cap is. So $40 million of that is already poof, gone.
Mm-hmm.
And possibly more, depending on how you set up the contract. I don't like that at all. That's awful.
It's crazy, right?
Awful.
1863, first time the military draft was used in the U.S. Exceptions cost $100.
That was also 1863 was the first time the term reach around was used.
Yes.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And squirted.
So you could just pay money to not be drafted.
You could. Yeah.
It's such like.
But like $100.
So messed up.
That's a lot of money. $100.
Well,
back then?
$100 bucks
Exactly.
back in 1863.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
I
of
mean,
money.
that's all.
Yeah, that's so messed up. It's like, oh, you only have to go to war if you're
If you're
If you
poor and
ain't-
you don't have money.
yeah.
If you're poor and you know what, grab your gun.
1875, Jesse James robbed a train in Otterville, Missouri, relieving the train of $2,000 and the passengers of $1,000.
Bobby got $1,000 off of the passengers?
$1,000 off the passengers.
Ah, that's pretty good.
You know, pocket watches and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably a lot easier to pawn stolen goods back then, too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I doubt they had like serial numbers and stuff on like their televisions and stuff. 1928.
I don't even think cereal was invented then.
Not Kellogg's.
Yeah. Well, actually, maybe Kellogg's.
Sliced bread sold for the first time by the Chillicothe Baking Company in Missouri using a machine invented by Otto Frederick Roderer. Described as the great, this is really funny, described as the greatest forward step in the baking industry since bread was wrapped.
Wow.
Now, we say in our time since
sliced bread.
since sliced bread.
And that's why.
Their thing was
since bread.
Since bread was wrapped.
Since wrapped bread.
So
So he basically, all he did was he invented a machine that cut bread. So like a knife.
Yes.
They cut it.
And he got.
And 100 years later, they still say that it's the best invention since sliced bread.
You guys that cut all the slices at once.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'd like to see it in action.
Yeah.
I need to
definitely.
see it in action.
Let's look.
And I'd love to have some butter bread now. Thanks. 1930, construction began on the huge Boulder Dam, later called the Hoover Dam, in 1947. The dam finished construction in 1936, a result of a massive effort involving thousands of workers and a cost of over 100 lives.
Yeah, say a lot of people.
A lot of people perished.
Bit the big one.
Fallen into the.
That blew themselves up. I mean, all kinds of crazy stuff happened.
All kind of bad stuff happened. If you haven't been out to the Boulder Dam or the Hoover Dam, you should. You should go check it out.
Oh yeah, it smells great.
Yeah.
Beautiful smell there.
Look, you guys.
Fantastic rats.
Look at it go. This is a modern one.
Here it comes.
Look at it get sliced.
It's amazing.
It's coming.
Oh my God! Whoa!
It's probably quicker with more pieces of bread. So what we're seeing is every slice
beautiful.
happening simultaneously.
It's beautiful.
It's really amazing.
Stunning even.
Can I get one of those for my toilet?
Oh yeah, it's kind of already for your toilet if you think about it.
Yeah, it's like toilet ready.
Roundabout way.
Wow.
So there's been better things since this, but at one point.
But it's
this
not
was-
as far as we're concerned.
Yeah. So there's many things people have brought up as having been better since this.
Name 3.
Yeah.
1959.
The automobile.
President Eisenhower signed a bill approving Alaska into statehood. Do you know the other state that was added in 1959?
Alaska, Nevada.
Nevada.
Alaska was a Hawaii.
Nevada was the
Hawaii
last
one.
state.
No, Hawaii was the last state.
Nevada was the last state I meant to say in the contiguous before Hawaii and Alaska. Nevada was the last one.
So final answer?
The 48th?
Yeah.
I
didn't think so hard about that.
It is Hawaii. And Hawaii was the last state
Yeah.
in the Union. 1835, the Liberty Bell cracks again. Efforts were made to repair the bell in 1846 by widening the crack, but it failed. As a result, the bell never rang again.
Bell got its bell rung.
Cracked it open.
Cracked it open.
1988. Stevie Wonder announced that he would run for mayor of Detroit in 1992, but failed to follow through with the election.
Well, I'm glad he didn't, because running for a blind man's dangerous.
Yeah. You never know what you could run into.
Yeah.
You just need a spotter.
He'd need a spotter for sure.
1994. Preliminary trial rules that there was enough evidence to try O.J. Simpson for the murder in Los Angeles.
Too bad he didn't do it.
You know, we should try to get O.J. on the show.
He might do. I don't know if you talk about that though.
You don't? Yes, he would. He's the most proud man ever. He wrote a book. If I Did It.
We should read the book.
We should read the book and then ask O.J. if he wants to come on board.
We should do like
We should
nighttime
see if our
readings
viewers-
by two clueless dudes. Do like a chapter at a time and read them aloud to people.
Would there be any interest if we could get O.J. on the show? Would any of our viewers like to
Talk
see
to
O.J.?
Hear
Or would
OJ.
you stop listening and watching us?
I
On
think it
this
depends on
day,
what we said about it.
in 1913, the world's highest recorded temperature at Death Valley, California was a blistering 134 degrees.
That's what it feels like right now.
Yeah, it does kind of actually.
134 degrees. Effing Christ.
Yeah.
We've set new record temperatures for Las Vegas every year for like 8 years in a row. A new record high. I think it might be longer than that.
That's,
Actually,
a
it
lot
might
of
be
that's
10.
because they legalized marijuana. So of course we're gonna get higher.
Oh yeah.
It's bound to happen. It's bound to happen.
Bound to happen.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all I have.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Showbiz.
Good. Hey, that was some good histories and mysteries. Before we go to a comercial, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about Ezra Miller.
Okay.
Do you know who Ezra Miller is?
No.
Ezra Miller is the current Flash.
I don't watch Flash.
No. You know Flash. You've seen this Flash. You've watched this Flash.
Oh, is this in Justice League?
The Justice League Flash. So, and all the excitement that was generated from the news that Michael Keaton was in talks, though not set in stone, but was in talks to return as Bruce Wayne, in The Flash, there's been very little mention of the movie's actual leading man. Ezra Miller has been part of the DCEU for almost 6 years now, and so far hasn't been given a massive amount of screen time to put his stamp on the character. The project has suffered from countless setbacks and have seen numerous writers and directors sign on before departing soon after, with Miller himself even taking a crack at the script, apparently. Interesting. However, once things finally seemed to be moving forward with, it's Andy Muschietti at the helm and a 2022 release date. The Fantastic Beasts star may now have torpedoed his entire career. After a video surfaced of the actor choking out a fan.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. he choked out a fan while he was in Iceland waiting for Fantastic Beasts 3 to start shooting. Fans demanded that he be fired from the role. And there were reports...
Fans demanded that he be fired from the role. So are they still fans?
Yeah, they're still fans, yeah.
So now the people are saying with The Flash that they're going to move on with or without his involvement. So
well, not if he's the Flash.
They can
CG a brand new
him.
Flash.
No, it's just CG him.
I know.
Cap, motion cap, body model.
Clay. Clay animation.
Just his parts in stop motion.
You know, whatever. Who knows with DC?
I mean, it just kind of shows you the state.
Yeah.
It shows you the state DC's in, and it shows you the state cancel culture's in. And they're
it's
not,
in a state
obviously
of
not working.
desperation.
Yeah. I mean, honest to God, that's what it is. And here's another one. Let's just stick on the DC thing before we go. They finally casted Batwoman.
Okay.
They finally did it.
How long did it take them?
I don't know, because I don't think anybody actually cares.
Yeah.
I'm
sure somebody will watch it. Josh, if you're listening, you'll watch it.
Javicia Leslie, best known for her role on God Friended Me, will be playing the new iteration of Batwoman going into season 2. Leslie will be replacing Ruby Rose. So remember, the first season was Ruby Rose and she decided to bow out. So this other lady is, but now I'm really confused because she's black. Javicia Leslie. Has there ever been a black Batwoman?
I've never heard of Batwoman in the comic books anyway.
If so, that's
so
cool,
it's like,
I've
yeah,
never-
make that person whatever.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're already going to have to change characters, you might as well take a big
sure.
swing. They
For
should have
sure.
used like a transgender.
Yeah, might as
Gone
well,
really
'cause
way
It doesn't
out
matter,
there.
It's
yeah.
like this universe that there's so many characters that already like are a thing. It's a good opportunity with some off characters like this
Or
to
like a
use up
hamster.
some minorities we're neglecting before.
A little hamster in it.
Yeah, I've had a hamster before.
I mean, I think there could be room for hamsters all over this universe. Yeah.
Yeah, tons of hamsters.
Guinea pigs are
Mine
cool,
always
though.
bit me, though.
Yeah,
My
like-
guinea pigs, I only had one guinea pig.
Hamsters
that
suck
bit.
as pets. Guinea pigs are cool.
Yeah, guinea pigs are amazing.
Yeah.
Guinea pigs are pretty cool. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break. We got to pay some bills. We'll be back with you in just a moment. We're going to cover some incredible news. We're going to talk a little bit about poor old Johnny Depp.
Ever notice how sometimes classic rock isn't classic? Classic is supposed to mean the artist has been around for a while and done a thing or two. Welcome to High Quality Rock, the undisputed best artists and songs in rock and roll history with no posers and no slog. Only the best of the best rock music with pedigree that didn't come out of a comic book. Great music 24/7, excellent programs all week and every weekend. It's basically the only rock music station you need, and it's at highqualityrock.com, now included with the free Radio Vegas Rocks app.
Nut rub from Ball Wash. You put that on after you cleanse yourself and get a nice little fragrance down there, and it lasts all day, and it's absolutely really amazing.
Ooh, yes.
And it smells great. So there you go.
Yeah, heck yeah. Thank you so much. I'm so proud to be coming.
Thank you, Ball Wash, and
Thank you,
visit
Ball
them online at ballwash.com and use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Man, I'm having
They
so
have
much fun.
they have
already popping these.
shampoos and they have soap. And
I'm
they
very
have,
excited about this. I've always seen this. Like, I wonder how that works or what it smells like.
Well, you should open it and smell it, and you'll get even more
There you go.
excited.
Twist and pull.
He had
Twist and pull.
he had no trouble at all over here.
Listen, all right, I don't grab things that are lubricated, all right? Give me a break, all right? It smells delicious. No, actually, you can smell it through the can. It actually does smell
Oh,
pretty
you do?
good.
You can?
Yeah, it says ocean air and solid cologne.
Ooh, mine is cedar and citrus for those woodsy smell.
I mean, it says ocean and air on mine. Does it say yours is cedar?
Cedar and citrus.
Okay, here, I'll trade you so you can smell mine. Well, I don't want you to smell it that way, but I mean.
Well, this is nice too.
Yeah, see, and they actually make some really good smell. Dude, nut rub. Tonight, let's
Let's-
put it to the test.
Let's rub some nuts.
Let's rub the cedar and the ocean together. See if we can get a woody ocean.
Let's rub some nuts.
When you need the balls to smell as fresh as the day.
Nut rub.
From Ball Wash. Use coupon code Radio Vegas to get 20% off.
Why do we love the Golden Tiki so much? How about the handcrafted tiki drinks made with freshly squeezed juices, homemade syrups, and top shelf booze? These aren't your cruise ship pre-mixed cocktails. These specialty drinks take time and are for the true cocktail enthusiasts. Located in the strip mall in Chinatown, it's truly a hidden hideaway. Well, hidden if you don't know the address. It's 3939 Spring Mountain Road. This place is what my tiki bar dreams are made of. An adult version to Disney's Enchanted Tiki Room, complete with alcohol-infused Dole Whip and dirty talking birds, with drink names like Navy Grog, Terrible Twisted, and Dirty Banana. And last but not least, a shot of empathy named Kraken. These drinks will have you back and back again. From the kick-ass atmosphere, hidden Easter eggs in the bar, like Bigfoot's footprint, and don't forget to rub the golden dong for good luck. From live music to DJs that will make you feel like you're on a tropical vacation. The Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road. That's the Golden Tiki, 3939 Spring Mountain Road.
Your new favorite internet radio station, RadioVegas.rock.
Bada boom, bada bing, it's a beautiful thing.
That's right.
We're back, Two Clueless Dudes. I am Mad Mike, a.k.a. Junk McGee, and I am here with the...
Dang.
And, of course, our incredible producer, Waz Supposedly. So before we get anything going, we're going to go to a little Put That in Your Mouth. This is called On the Rocks Premium Cocktail. We want to say thank you to them for supplying some incredible booze. We each have one that's different, though. He's got...
I have the old-fashioned crafted with Knob Creek.
And you're all about the knobs, so that works.
Slob on my knob.
Me, I went with something just very weird and off the wall. It is, I don't know if you can see it, it's got jalapeno in it.
Wow.
Now, and I don't usually do
disgusting.
spicy, but I just wanted to try it. It's jalapeno pineapple margarita.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to give this a shot.
Yeah, shoot it, buddy.
Think.
Wow. That's so gross. Wow. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh, it is
Concept is odd, but
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
We don't need that anyway. All right, so
Just let it burn.
poor Johnny Depp. Let's get to some news.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes. It's news, motherfucker.
That's right. Thanks, James. We're going to talk a little bit about poor Johnny Depp. Now, if anybody's been living under a rock,
Yeah.
then you'll want to know that the Deppster went through a very vicious divorce.
He went through a lot in general.
He
spent every dime that he made from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
He went through every single dollar he
cent.
made.
Yes.
And lost everything.
Lost everything. He also was in a very abusive relationship with Amber Heard, who was the co-star to Aquaman. So, I mean, I can't blame him. She's banging.
Yeah.
But apparently she was very abusive, and she was telling everyone that he was abusing her, and she got the restraining order on him, only it all turned out to be the reverse. And they figured that out through doctor's visit because, Johnny Depp kept having to go back to the doctor. He lost like part of his finger. He had like a perforated... Dude, she did like some mean things to him. So...
she cut off the man's finger?
Part of his finger, yeah.
That's dope.
Right? She ain't messing around. But what I want to give you folks, you know that their relationship was on the rocks, and at some point, we've talked about this on the show before, there's just that line.
Yeah.
There's just this line that you just can't cross, because when you do, it's over.
Yes.
And I'm still waiting for, Harry and Meghan. I'm waiting for Meghan to cross that line.
Do you think it's going to happen?
I do.
well, you have to make that line. Sometimes if there's no line, the line makes itself.
The line does make itself, and that's exactly what happened with Johnny Depp. And you'll never believe what the line was, where it just kind of went too far. So I'm going to go ahead and give this to you.
Sounding.
Johnny Depp said in London court on Friday that he was left embittered by ex-wife Amber Heard's claims he abused her, which turned him from Cinderella to Quasimodo in the public eye. He also said the couple's tempestuous marriage broke down for good after an incident in which he accused Heard or one of her friends of defecating on their bed.
Wow.
That was the last straw. Somebody shit in their bed. And he blamed her. She, however, And he said this: "I thought it was an oddly fitting end to the relationship."
I
so-
could see him saying that in his pirate's voice.
So this is really interesting. So Depp was 57, she was 34. They met on 2011, the comedy The Rum Diary, and got married in Los Angeles February of 2015. Heard, a model and actress, filed for divorce the following year and obtained a restraining order against Depp on the grounds of domestic abuse. The divorce was finalized in 2017. The Depp said one of the triggers for the couple's separation came when a cleaner found feces in a bed in their Los Angeles penthouse the morning after Heard's 30th birthday party in 2016.
Listen, if it's a birthday party and somebody shitted at the bed, it's just an accident.
Heard claims the couple fought after the party and Depp threw a Magnum wine bottle at her. He denies it. Heard blamed one of the couple's Yorkshire Terriers, Pistol and Boot, for the defecation incident. But Depp was convinced a person had done it. It was a whodunit, folks. And he claims, this is his words, not mine, it was not left by a 3 or 4 pound dog. I was convinced that it was either Miss Heard herself or one of her cohorts involved in leaving human feces on the bed.
It's great that like he'll take physical pain from her before he'll take poop in these beds.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There is this line. I mean, you never know where it is, but
Well,
there
Billy
is
Bob
always a line.
Thornton and Angelina Jolie, now that was a weird couple too. They wore each other's blood around their neck, all right? Like a couple of ticks.
Whew.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
A little weird.
I had a
Oh,
lot.
weird.
I had a lot of bruises from my first wife.
Really?
Before that ended, yeah.
Yeah, me and my ex-wife used to. Jesus, I hope she's not listening. Hard pass.
Hard pass. Hard pass. So I thought that was very interesting about poor Johnny
Poor
Depp.
Johnny Depp. I hope he gets back on his feet.
Somebody poo-pooed in his bed, and he was pretty sure it was his wife.
That's shitty.
Yeah. And it wasn't like one of those things where like you accidentally shit the bed. Like it was an intentional bed pooping.
It seemed very like there was meaning behind it.
I feel like you could write a whole movie script about this.
Yeah.
Starring Johnny Depp.
As himself.
No, as Amber Heard. Yeah. And then we'll get Carl Urban to do Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
What do
right.
you think of that?
I like that.
Or Ellen DeGeneres.
I like that better.
That's a good one, too.
I like that better.
I didn't know that he and Amber did Pimp My Ride. I did not know that. I didn't even know the show's still going on.
No, there's no way that show's still on.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know.
Pimp My Ride, I think Exhibit got fired from that a long time ago.
And VH1 doesn't.
MTV bought VH1, didn't they?
Yeah, and then it's gone now, right?
I guess no.
Yeah, I think MTV bought it.
So how fast
Super fast.
does your Ford Focus go? You used to have one.
I used to have two.
Two,
I,
huh?
I had a white one and a black one. They both were absolutely terrible vehicles.
What was the fastest you got it up to?
I don't know, like 85 maybe, going downhill.
85 going to. You have a Ford Focus now, don't you?
No.
What do you have?
How
No.
dare you?
No, you ain't got no Ford
I
Focus.
have a Honda Fit.
Oh, okay.
Disrespecting the man? Why would you do that?
They don't look that different.
They
That's
really
why.
don't. Yeah. So this man, an Italian driver, was no doubt shocked to receive an €863 fine, speeding fine.
Oh, man.
Through the post recently, got through the mail, claiming
That's
she
the worst.
she was driving 436 miles an hour.
That's not possible.
730 kilometers per hour in a 70 kilometer per hour zone.
That is not possible.
Along with the fine, 10 penalty points were issued, which on a
10?
clean, which on a clean Italian license is halfway towards a ban.
That's the speed of commercial air travel.
In the case of the
A
Mattress
car
deal.
can't go that fast on ground.
436 miles an hour.
There's no way.
The figure was supposedly achieved in the province of Ancona, heading to the hamlet of Azimo, since even people who are clueless about cars should know that a Ford Focus can't match the cruising speed of a regional airliner.
Uh-huh.
It should be clear that this was the result of a camera glitch.
Ah, there we go.
She even posted. She even posted. There's actually a picture of the fine, of the Ford Focus, and it claims right there that she was doing 703 kilometers per hour.
The cop gave her this ticket with a straight face. Did he just not look at the
They
number?
said
No. This is
in the
probably an
mail.
aircraft.
It was like an
okay.
electronic thing.
I gotcha. Okay, that's really funny.
That would suck.
436 miles an hour?
What kind of sports car do you think I have?
Right, in a Ford Focus? You think the first thing, you mean if you get a ticket, you think people would be lining up to just know how you did it?
Yeah, like how'd you break the speed limit in there?
That's 436
You'd
miles.
have
Isn't that
Subaru
sound barrier?
You'd have
No.
It's
You'd
gotta be
have
close.
Subaru
No.
people.
Isn't it like 500 miles an hour for sound barrier?
No, because
700?
commercial air travel's around 500, give or take 100.
Yeah.
And it's like a fourth.
Oh, really?
Right? Yeah, something like that.
But I mean, 436 miles an hour.
It's way too fast for a car.
Wow.
The fastest I ever did was 120.
She should take that bad boy out to the salt flats, see how fast she can really go.
Yeah, open it up. Let her rip.
Put that pedal to the metal.
Get in there.
Get it.
Hey,
in
you're
there.
adding stuff now.
So, we all know about Nigeria, right?
Yeah.
The Nigerian prince who sends you the email and, you know, you got to get you have to send him money.
Oh, okay.
And then he returns you the money, right? So all kinds of scams.
Is that what happens?
Something like that. It's all kinds of corruption.
Okay, no, you're right. 770 is the speed of sound.
Okay,
so,
speed of sound.
Yeah, that wasn't that far off, actually.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I was still, a quarter of the way off, 33% of the way off. So, Nigeria, they appointed, because the corruption was so deep, they appointed an anti-corruption boss.
Oh, no
Oh,
kidding.
that'll fix it.
They did. His name was Ibrahim Magoo, who is in acting position.
Does that mean it's Mr. Magoo?
Mr. Magoo. He was arrested today and detained by National Security Agency and is currently being interrogated at the DSS headquarters in the country's capital, Abuja. According to unconfirmed reports, the EFCC boss was arrested over allegations he was diverting some funds recovered from suspected looters by the commission. It was gathered that the DSS operatives had a difficult time arresting him as his security personnel gave strong resistance during the arrest of their boss. Let's see here. Ibrahim Magoo's arrest comes after a few weeks after the country's Attorney General, Abubakar Malami, wrote a letter to President Buhari demanding Magoo's removal. So basically, the anti-corruption boss was arrested for corruption.
Oops.
Way to go, Nigeria.
Oops.
Winning.
My, how the turntables
Have spun.
Yeah.
Table turned.
Oh, wicka, wicka, wicka. Oh.
We'll leave it to Nigeria. See, you know what? That's the thing, America. No matter how bad your problems get, there's always Nigeria. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's true.
There's always Nigeria.
No matter how bad our problems get, at least we're able to complain about them and even say mean things about leaders without having to go to jail.
That's true.
And getting beat.
We don't have to worry about that.
It's true.
As long as,
Free republic.
You could live in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's real bad there right now.
Or mainland China.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nightmare to have any of your own opinions in.
That's right. Yeah, you can't ching chang chong at Chinatown.
That's true. Getting hit with chopsticks.
So this is one
Can't talk about Winnie the Pooh.
that I may have been on your show last week. However, there were some technological differences, and I was not able to see it.
Yeah, bring
So
her
we're
in.
stealing it?
Singapore. I'm
Take it.
going to Singapore.
Okay, let's go Singapore.
Scientists in Singapore are hoping to perfect a new method of power generation, driven largely by shadows,
Okay.
with the hope that one day it could help highly urbanized cities power themselves.
By shadows.
The Shadow Effect Energy Generator, the SEG, being developed by the National University of Singapore, has the potential to harness power like solar cells, but without needing open spaces with uninterrupted light. To work effectively, the SEG requires both light and dark, and, like solar panels, relies on light to shine on silicon to energize electrons. However, using panels that feature a thin layer of either gold, silver, platinum, or tungsten, the difference in light intensity drives electrons
Doing too much with your phone, are you?
from lit areas towards the shade, creating electricity in the shaded areas. So have you talked about this on your show?
No.
A shadow generator, a shadow energy generator.
That's cool.
They found a way.
So it's like a reverse solar cell?
Kind of, yeah. It finds a way to create energy in shadowed areas, in shaded areas.
And it's not shady at all.
I mean, it's still, they're saying it's still far off
I'm
from
going to do some research on that, and I can report back.
That's pretty interesting, right? I thought that was a little technological news for you guys.
Stay tuned for Greasy Conversations.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll
Sundays at 4. We might dig deeper into this for you, sciencely.
They'll pick up where we
Duked
left off, mother fluffers. Know what I'm saying?
Get some.
Folks, if you're having any issues, I apologize. I know we may be having some streaming difficulties. We're using Phil's phone as our nexus.
Yeah, we're doubling up the internet. We're going to do the thing where we get both of the places that sell internet in
And
Las Vegas
can
hooked to the
we-
place at the same time. But we also have the video. It'll be posted on the website,
And
cluelessdudes.com.
Are we really that surprised that the phone is a lot like Phil? Not working? No, that's...
It looks like it's
Zing.
I mean, we've had some drop frames comparatively.
So everybody can see what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, he's trying to drink from a bottle with the lid on
yep.
it. But we haven't lost the feed, just a couple frames, so it's looking pretty good.
Good. I think we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, worst cases, it might be a little skippy.
Officially, Waz told me to get the hell off my phone.
Oh, yeah, I was also like, you can't use your phone while you're
I'm
streaming
slowing
on it.
stuff down.
One of the things... Oh, I've got more stories.
Oh,
How
what's
was your
that?
jalapeno drink?
Dude, it's
that I was
spicy.
doubtful about.
It's spicy.
The old fashioned's too rich for me. I'm a Crown drinker myself.
A little strong? They look a little strong
It's
for
a little
me.
strong. Would you like a sip?
No. All good.
Yeah, it's too spicy, though. Too spicy. All right.
I'm sure they have less spicy versions.
They have like 5 versions, actually.
No one told me.
What?
No one told me.
Yes.
Samoan man serves 5 more years in prison than he had to.
You didn't know?
How a Samoan man has spent nearly 5 extra years in prison because neither he nor prison authorities realized that his 2 sentences should have been served concurrently, not consecutively. Sio Agafili, 45, could have been 40. Should have been released December of 2015, but he remained in jail until a judge spotted the error where he appeared in court on another matter.
Where is this?
This was in some...
Well, he's a Samoan, so probably Hawaii.
I was just going to say, meanwhile, in America, tons of people are still in jail for stuff that's not a crime anymore.
Yes, definitely Samoa. Some islands. So let's see what he was in for. So, okay. He was originally convicted of burglary and theft in 2008. Oh, this is what he said. I lost count of the time. I lost count of the days.
How do you lose time?
I don't remember much about when I should be out. I just know I had to serve my time. No one told me when my jail term will end. So nobody even told him.
I doubt that.
So December 2008, he was convicted on unrelated counts of burglary and theft.
Sounds like he's probably better off where he's at.
He was sentenced to 5 years in prison. Those sentences should have been served concurrently because it was burglary and theft. The default in the Samoan criminal justice system, he was due to be released 2015. The error was only noticed by Supreme Court Judge, I'm not even going to try to say his name, last week ahead of Agafili's appearance over an assault allegedly committed during a mass breakout from the Tanua Malala Lala La 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 prison law.
Oh, that one.
So he got in a fight in a breakout, which is probably the best thing that ever happened to him because he got to go in front of a judge, and the judge went, "Oh my God, you're not even supposed to be here. You should have broke out." Oh, can you imagine if he did break out and then got caught?
Yeah, but
And
you
they were
still
like-
have to be released.
Right, and they were like, "Well, you stayed here 5 years longer than you were supposed to, but you just committed a new crime, so you're going back."
Yeah, but I think that would fall under fruit of the poisonous tree. Therefore, you wouldn't actually be found guilty of a crime because it wasn't supposed to happen to begin with.
I mean, do you think that's like a serious problem? People like forgetting.
I
that they're-
guarantee you.
Yes, absolutely. People get lost and forgotten in the system all the time. It just matters how much,
Nobody
like,
knows.
yeah. If you don't have money
The
or
trouble I
relatives
see.
advocating for you, you're just lost. It's ridiculous.
And never get the public defender.
Right. I would rather have the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile.
Yeah.
As my lawyer.
Yeah.
I honest to God would.
Thank God that's a thing, though. To have public defenders at all
Yeah, no kidding.
is really lucky.
Speaking of weird games, we watched Homegame, and we watched that brutal Sticorio Kalapalopolis sport, whatever it's called, in Italy.
Yeah,
England
yeah.
have their own weird game called cricket.
Oh.
Right? And they call them, people that bat, they're called bowlers.
Is that where you play?
Or wait, the guy that throws the ball is called the bowler. The pitcher?
Play violin with your legs?
Kind of. It's like I actually don't even know much about it. It's got a weird flat bat, and a dude like throws the ball in a weird way.
There's big
and you have to hit-
staples.
yeah, and you have to
really
hit, like,
big staples.
Yeah, you have to
sticks.
get the ball in between
the sticks or something.
Yeah.
I
I know something's a wicket.
Yeah, that's the bat.
I know there's Wiccans.
Wiccans aren't.
No,
involved.
Wiccans are witches.
Oh, not every time.
I think so, actually.
Can you
I
imagine?
think you have.
A Wiccan would be a
I
Wiccan
think
Wiccan.
you have to be a witch to be a Wiccan.
Do you?
Let me know if anybody's Wiccan and isn't a witch. Let me know if I'm wrong.
So England Fast Bowler said players are now using back sweat rather than saliva to try to shine the ball during the first test against West Indies. So I guess they shine the ball to, throw them. So instead, because of COVID-19, they're going to use their back sweat.
Gross, dude.
Finally, it's good for something.
Dude, I've been to
besides
the gym
drinking.
with you. Like I've worked out really hard with you, and never ever would I be like, "Hey, Mike, I need you to turn around, bend over, and let me get some of that back sweat."
Right?
You know what I'm
Like you-
saying?
I
Like
mean-
we've been friends for how many years now?
Not enough
Not enough.
to
You're
steal
right.
to steal my back sweat.
Yeah.
But can I have some voluntarily?
Yeah, maybe. You could wring out my shirt.
Yeah.
Gross.
Can I make this face about it?
Super
That's right.
gross.
So
Super Batman
apparently
gross.
the people in the
Not
West
all
Indies, they didn't even
Wiccans are
mind.
witches, and not all witches are Wiccans.
See, I do know that because you can be a pagan, and pagans are not Wiccans.
Can you imagine being a pagan with a peg leg?
Oh.
Double peg.
Whoa.
Named Margaret.
Yeah, Meg. Perfect.
And if you got in trouble
Hey,
for
Peggy.
witchcraft,
You're
you
the
wouldn't
peg-
have a leg to stand on.
Peg, Meg.
Yeah, well, no, how did Peggy's a Margaret. Margaret's
that's
a
right.
Peggy. How?
Peg.
How did that happen, you know?
How did Margaret become Peggy?
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
That's none of your fucking
Isn't
business.
it like Richard Dick?
I think it's one of those things I looked up, but it was so boring I forgot it again.
Or wait, no, it was Richard
Henry
James.
Hank?
No,
No,
you're
Richard's
right.
Dick.
You're
Richard's
correct.
Dick.
hmm
Henry's Hank.
What's James? James is short for
It's
something.
short for Papa Giorgio.
That's it.
Jimmy.
Giorgino. Better than ball sweat. That's where it's gonna go next.
Depends on whose.
Yeah. I would just,
If you're hot, I'll let you have some of my ball sweat.
yeah. I would, taste the taint.
A beautiful woman's ball sweat.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This just turned into a different kind of show.
It really did.
I like it.
It really did.
I
mean,
feel
just
like
wow.
There's a free Wiccan spell book we can sign up for, but I feel like free spells are going to be like bad ones.
No. I highly recommend it.
All right.
Have you ever played with witchcraft?
So I think did we talk a little bit about Beavis and Butthead coming back?
No.
Beavis
What?
and Butthead is coming back.
Thank you, Mike Judge.
It is being rebooted.
Yay. I hope people don't quote it a bunch.
Now here's the
Oh
thing.
yeah, definitely. It's gonna happen.
It is being rebooted for the second time. I don't know if people know this,
Really?
but it's actually been rebooted once before.
I did not know that.
Yes, but instead of watching movies, you know, when they had the thing where they were watching
All the
music
videos and stuff.
It was them watching like the Kardashians.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm over
Didn't
it
last
because
very long.
they
I
always
forgot
had
about that.
weird videos. Like I enjoyed the cartoon.
That's where I first saw
but
Tool.
that's where they had really, 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 really strange off the wall bands.
It
That's
was
where I
so
first
cool.
saw Sober from Tool.
Yeah.
Again, that weird clay animation was off of Beavis
Yeah,
and Butthead.
their describing of it was so funny. Their reactions to it were so funny.
It's just, and do you remember the Sega Genesis game, Beavis and Butthead?
No.
It's
Vaguely,
like
I do. Yeah,
impossible,
yeah.
dude. It's so hard.
I remember Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog was a fun game. I had all them Sonics.
Do you guys remember? I don't know if you remember this obscure video game.
Beavis played by Johnny Depp. That'd be
Do you guys remember Super Mario Brothers 2?
Oh yeah,
Of course.
Super Mario Bros. 2 was great.
Super Mario Brothers 3, where
was
you had
probably
the little
best.
tail that would let you fly or
raccoon
whatever.
tail. Yeah. Yeah. I think SM3 was probably the best.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
The good old days.
I was also that was and then the
Mario World though.
SNES came out.
I got
Mario World
I
for the
got Mario
SNES.
World. If
That's
you
when
if
Mario
you want
World came
That was
out
epic.
and the first Mario Kart.
if you're gonna play Mario
Which was
World,
dope.
let me give you my my Switch account so we can play
Beep doop.
Yeah,
Mario
let's all
World.
play
Isn't
on
that
his
Mario
Switch
World or is
account.
it Mario Galaxies now?
Mario World.
Galaxy was way later. That was the 64 one.
Right, that came much later, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
How come we don't play the Switch anymore?
We switched.
We don't even play Xbox anymore hardly.
Well, you're on playing Call of Duty.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna play
I'm
no
playing
Call
Call
of
of Duty Modern Warfare.
I kill like one person for every 10 deaths. It just doesn't sound like a good return. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good return investment on my time. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good time.
I was playing a lot of Borderlands 3, which is
Yeah.
a pretty fun game. But the problem with the game is to really get into the game, you have to already beat the game. But then I've already beat the game, and I have no reason to want to continue to play it because I already know the story, so I'm done with the game.
Oh, I see.
Well played.
Mm-hmm.
They got Halo Wars in the Master Chief Edition.
See, Halo was one of those games when it first came out, I thought it was pretty cool because that was really one of the first like physics engines that was
Yeah,
introduced.
I love the multiplayer with it.
Yeah, that was great, but now
Actually,
it's kind of like
you know what? I actually disagree. I actually really preferred the campaign over the multiplayer when it came to
the co-op.
Halo. Yeah.
That era, did you guys ever play Red Dead? Not Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead.
Red Faction.
Oh, Red Faction.
That was a fun multiplayer because you could blow up the walls and stuff, and it was really early for allowing that on PS2.
Yeah.
PS2.
That was the first game I ever played that you
That's
could
way
modify
back
the
when.
environment. And
That's like
multiplayer.
SOCOM 2 way back when. You're talking back in the day.
Yeah, this was a minute ago. It's like in high school.
Like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Damn.
So yeah, I think I'm excited to see what they do with Beavis and Butthead. Mike Judge, guy's genius. Idiocracy. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Fantastic movie.
Beavis played by Johnny Depp.
I
That'll
like
be
that.
great.
I like that. What the hell? Why
He's
not?
got to do something. Let's get him back to work.
Yeah, let's get him back to work.
Butthead can be Steve Martin.
Wow. There's no
But
longevity.
the Roxanne version.
No,
Right.
who do we
Yeah,
really cast for
No,
Butthead,
Bill
though?
Murray. That would be a Bill Murray
Also
thing.
longevity issue.
Yeah. He's hard to nail down. We need someone reliable.
Someone that's not going to immediately die.
Bill Murray's not going
Oh
nowhere.
my gosh.
Betty White.
I've got it.
She ain't going nowhere.
No, real talk. Aziz Ansari.
Oh yeah.
How dope would that be?
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Who's that?
He's a
He's like a
not tall
Indian guy.
From it seems I can't.
He's been on
tell.
Scrubs. He played.
Was he in Scrubs?
He
I mostly know
was.
him for comedy stuff. Aziz Ansari was doing a bunch of his stand-up's really good.
Yeah, he's got his
It's
own show on Netflix.
The only thing I can remember him from is
which
the
I
stand-up.
didn't think was very funny.
Sacha.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, he should do it.
He actually
do
just got I don't know if you noticed, but he got the police called on him
Yeah.
by the mayor.
Yeah, Mayor
Andrew Cuomo.
The whole mayor called him?
The mayor.
Wow.
It ended up being a little bit of a,
Goldthwait.
no big
Yes.
deal, but because Mayor Rudy Giuliani's a fan, but he didn't quite know what was going on
It
at
wasn't
first.
Rudy no, Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo just this was on the Cuomo Master.
Old Cuomo Andy.
Just a couple days ago.
Old Crow Molly.
Got him on a prank apparently. I think
I want to prank the
I must
mayor.
be reading the same thing. I must just be off. But I
think-
thought, did you see it on Daily Wire?
No.
It was on
we'll have to look. Maybe it was
Weekly
Giuliani.
Cable.
Maybe it was Giuliani. I don't know. But Giuliani's the current mayor though.
No, he's not.
Former
mayor.
Oh, maybe that's what it was.
He's currently the former mayor.
Yeah.
Former mayor. All right, let's go ahead and pay some bills. When we
Rudy
come back,
Giuliani.
John Mayer.
we're gonna get to some more awesomeness.
Full of awesomeness.
High quality rock is on the air. It used to be LV Classic Rock, but truth is, we outgrew and outlasted the classic rock format with the time-tested best rock and roll artists and songs ever. Only the highest quality rock, the music you've loved for years and years, and a great lineup of shows and personalities. Jeff Dorset, Gary Jackson, Crazy J, Tom Seaborn, Will Meadows, and even Dr. Duck's guitar prescription. Better than classic rock, it's high quality rock at highqualityrock.com. Take high quality rock with you using the free Radio Vegas Rocks app.
Hi, I'm always on the go, and I need the one thing to help me keep moving.
Zip Fizz.
That's right. It's an all-natural energy mix that comes in a tube. I can keep one in my pocket or my purse. So many great flavors, such as fruit punch, grape, orange soda, plus no hard crash because there is no sugar, but it is loaded with B12. It's high on electrolytes. I just love it.
ZipFizz.com.
Be sure to get your mix of music. Listen to us with the RadioVegas.rocks app available at the App Store. And check out our VIP card, interact with us in our chat room, and scheduling of our RadioVegas.rocks shows, plus podcasts. It's all available on RadioVegas.rocks app.
You're listening to Two Clueless Dudes with Mad Mike and the Hank.
Welcome back to Two Clueless Dudes. Just like it said,
the cluelessest.
Yeah.
You are with Mad Mike and the Hank.
And we are here, we are rocking, and we're going to get to a little bit of Red Revenge.
Oh.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go right into it.
And now,
All right. So everybody knows
Everybody knows.
that neighbors can be the worst, right?
Neighbors.
You can
are
have good
very much
neighbors, you can have bad neighbors, but if you had bad neighbors, like you know, right?
Thing is, they always live near you.
Yeah, definitely.
Sucks.
So I live next door to a couple and their twin boys. The boys can't be more than 8, and like most kids, they like to play in the backyard, which is totally fine, doesn't bother me at all. They're kids and like to run around. What bothers me is that they love to throw their toys over into my yard. A lot of toys, action figures, balls, frisbees, rackets, etc. Them throwing them over don't even bother me that much. Apparently the sentence wasn't well written. What bothers me is that the parents keep demanding that we have to throw them back over. They don't ask, they don't knock on the door, they don't apologize. They just yell over the fence when they know that we're outside and tell us to give it back.
Your damn yard got my ball again.
Yeah.
And that bothers me. They also seem to encourage their kids to throw it over into our yard. So, after Christmas, I was at the store and saw that there was a ton of Barbies, nail polish, Bratz doll frisbees, and balls on clearance. I bought 5 of everything I could
love
find
clearance balls.
that I knew my neighbors would hate seeing their sons play with. Every time an action figure gets thrown over into my yard, I will throw a Barbie back with it.
Love it.
Nice.
Every time a ball gets thrown, a Bratz ball will be returned. I already threw a couple of nail polishes over, and the twins went crazy. They loved it. They've had pink, purple, and green nails all week. It's been 2 days, and not a single action figure has crossed my fence. More importantly, not a single rude demand from the parents to return them. The kids are having fun, and I have pretty Revenge.
That's pretty good.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm good at wood chopper and send it back that way. Yeah.
Have it back. Have it all back.
Take it all back.
Take it all.
Okay. We talked a little bit about Star Wars earlier.
Oh, Star Wars.
Star Wars.
What do you want to talk about?
Talking about Star Wars. Oh, wait.
There's a new Star Wars thing.
I want to talk about the best improvised scenes. Improvised and unscripted
Oh,
moments
yeah.
in Star Wars movies.
I know a couple of them. This is exciting.
Okay.
If you haven't heard any of these, get ready.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to start. There's only 4. I'm only going to cover 4.
Okay.
This has Han Solo, right?
It does. There's a
Okay.
Han Solo one in here.
That's my favorite one.
So number 4 is Ben Solo's. Okay. Ben Solo's charming shrug in The Rise of Skywalker, which I actually didn't even realize was a callback. But Star Wars fans may never know just what the deal was with the Knights of Ren, but at least they gave us one of the better moments in Rise of Skywalker. Though separated by unknown distance, Rey and Ben are able to use the Force, to ability to trade a lightsaber between them, right? Suddenly, Ben's not facing the Knights unarmed, but with his grandfather's Jedi weapon. In answer to the Knights and the audience's unspoken question, like how'd he get it, Ben shrugs and sort of bows as if to say, yeah, that's a thing I can do. According to the Rise of Skywalker stunt coordinator, Eunice Huthart, the shrug was not planned part of the choreography, but improvised on set. They said, we never saw that coming at all. It was so cool, it reminded me of Han Solo. In Return of the Jedi, Han Solo gives a very similar shrug to the Imperial soldiers after taking their shield generator on Endor. Huh. Well, that's a little tidbit I did not know.
Just like, well, it looks like I'm running off with a shield generator, eh?
Hey, hey. So this is another good one. Nanu. This is another good one. Number 3, before being taken to Saw Gerrera, this was Rogue One. Before being taken to Saw Gerrera, which was Forrest Whitaker,
Okay.
a rebel who is apparently too rebellious for the rebels, Jern Erso, and friends have bags thrown over their heads. This is a bit redundant for the blind warrior Shirut Imwe, played by Donnie Yen, and he loudly tells their captors, "Are you kidding me? I'm blind!" According to Yen, this was an improvised bit of dialogue that came from the actor's desire for Chirrut to have a sense of humor. Not scripted, that whole thing, which actually was a pretty funny part of that movie.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So this is probably the one that you're thinking of.
Yeah, I love this one.
It's so easy to it's easy to overlook now, but in 1980, Han Solo's "I know" were the last words Han Solo ever spoke.
Really?
That's what it
Just
says.
before he goes into the Cairo.
Carbonite.
Oh yeah, the
Carbonite?
yeah.
Yeah, and Layla's like, I love you. And he says, I know. So classic.
It's a classic
It
Han
fits his
line,
character so much.
both flippant and heartfelt.
He made that character. That character wasn't so snooty and jaded
Yeah,
until
can you-
he approached it jadedly. Because it's so funny. Like
He's
you
a
think,
scoundrel.
You think the part is like you're too good for the part as an actor, so you act like jaded and snobby about it. End up redefining the character.
It was great, yeah.
Like doing a worse job as an actor, you still make it better.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right, because he actually did not have a good
He's like,
time.
oh, it's a space western. How lame.
Yeah, he didn't really
No.
want to do it.
No,
he
he
had to
didn't.
get forced into doing the comebacks, and he actually didn't even like doing Blade Runner, which was another iconic
Yeah,
movie for him, and
serious.
he hated doing it.
So crazy. What did he like?
What did he like?
Yeah.
making? Yeah. Indiana Jones, maybe. I don't know.
Had
Those
to.
were great.
He had to have enjoyed those.
And Air Force One.
It's a classic Han line, both flippant and heartfelt, but it's not the one originally featured in The Empire Strikes Back script. Depending on what source you read, when Princess Leia finally told Han she loves him, the original supposed response was, "I love you too," or possibly with the much longer, "I love you, I couldn't tell you before, but it's true. Just remember that I'll be back. However, Ford thought it wasn't in character for Han to pour his heart out like that, even when facing his probable demise. Ford and Empire director Irvin Kershner liked the briefer, more ambiguous line, according to Ford. Star Wars creator George Lucas did not.
So didn't he just do it on set without even telling anybody?
So as the actor explained in an interview with Jon Favreau, this is what he says. So I said, I mean, what's the last thing a woman wants to hear when she says, I love you? She says, I love you. And I say, I know. And so we shot one like that just for protection, where I spoke the line as written. And George and I think this is fair to say he went apeshit. He thought it was horrible and that it was going to get a bad laugh. So I obliged to sit next to him when he tested it for the first screening. There was a laugh, but it was a laugh of recognition. And so he generously let it stay in the movie.
Interesting.
So Lucas did not
It's really
want
cool
it.
that he tested it, though.
He liked drag racing and American Graffiti. I actually didn't even know he was in that movie.
Kudos to that's huge though. I'm inspired by that he didn't like it and he tested it anyway.
He didn't like it, didn't want it, tested it, turned out to test well.
Yeah, I appreciate
and
that.
was cool enough to be like, all right, yeah.
You guys, I figured out why New Pepsi. I had this revelation about New Coke. So like, New Coke tested really well. That's why they made the crucial mistake of getting rid of classic Coke when they brought out New Coke.
Yeah, they should have made it clear, and then it could have been Nude Coke.
Yes. Well, that's another product. That's a great product. You should try some Nude Coke. It's more of an event, but so it's the same reason. I realize it's the same reason why Pepsi always wins taste tests, even though Coke sells better than Pepsi. People love the sweeter thing in the moment.
Yeah.
But you don't stay loving the sweeter thing.
Right.
So there's no longevity in the sweeter thing. You get sour on it sooner.
Whoa.
I think there's a lot of metaphors in that.
Yeah.
I actually
art
prefer
or whatever.
Coca-Cola.
All right, so
Yeah.
number one.
But like in a taste test, you might blindly prefer Pepsi at first because it's sweeter.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't stay liking it
Well, let's throw RC Cola in
as
the
much.
mix.
Yeah, RC Cola is very sweet.
I think I would know the difference between all three.
And Jolt Cola. Do you guys remember Jolt Cola?
Vaguely. Do you guys remember Surge?
Yes, Surge up in the house. Mountain
Yes.
Dew's little big brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys
Surge.
remember Zima?
I do remember Zima. Oh,
my
yeah.
God. The first
Give you a terrible
fruity
heartburn.
beer.
This game is so silly. Do you guys remember Squeeze, not the Mondos?
The Mondo, yeah, because if you
Squeeze-Its was the one.
Squeeze-Its was the
Kool-Aid
was the
Squeeze-Its.
expensive one.
Kool-Aid Squeeze-Its came later. It was just Squeeze-Its before.
Yeah, it was just Squeeze-Its before, and it was. But
And then
that's
came
like,
Mondo.
That was the expensive stuff. Mondo was the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
That's what like the poor kids drank was
Totally.
Mondo, and that was what I drank. I was a Mondo drinker. Or if you couldn't afford that, you would get the Lickamade, the Lickum sticks,
Yeah,
and you just pour the powder into some water and shake it, and it's like Kool-Aid.
Yeah, totally.
Delicious.
Then you just chew on the stick.
Ghetto Kool-Aid, yeah, right. And you just chew on the stick, so you get a tasty drink and a tasty treat. And also, actually, during that time, my favorite thing to drink was actually the Michael Jordan's Gatorade Citrus Cooler, which still came in a glass bottle.
Glass bottle of Gatorade?
Yes,
Weird.
Gatorade used to come in a glass
Oh my
bottle.
gosh, I remember this now. It's
I
so
don't
weird.
remember anything.
I remember holding a heavy glass bottle of Gatorade and not realizing it was weird.
And you're like, huh? Yeah, because it was banana. You're like,
It's like textured on the top and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that now. Wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Okay, so number
All right,
one.
so number
Wait,
one.
Number one.
Do you guys remember Sunny Delight? Sorry, go on.
Oh, I love Sunny. I love me some Sunny
That's still
D.
a thing. Tampico? Okay, sorry.
Oh, Tampico. Same. Donald Duck orange juice.
Oh, that's really gone.
Nestle Quick Chocolate Milk.
Yep.
That's still
That's
around.
quick. And they did the strawberry milk.
Disgusting. All right, number
Guys,
one.
I can't stop.
I can't stop myself. K2SO's Slap and Warning in Rogue One. Concessions.
Confessions?
We're gonna do something a little different.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. So in
a
Rogue
confession
One,
break. We just have a few minutes for that.
K2SO was the robot. You remember the big assassin robot in Rogue One. So that was played by Alan Tudyk, who was alive on set. He was just wearing like a green screen costume. They were trying to fool some stormtroopers into believing he was escorting Cassian and Jyn to prison. And he smacks Cassian and warns him, and there's a fresh one if you mouth off again. Both the slap and the line were improvised by Tudyk. And if you watch closely in the film, Luna, the guy, covers his face, not because of the pain, but to hide a huge grin. So next time you watch that, you have to look for that. So that was number one. All right, so go ahead with your net. So what is this? Confessions?
The lesson is to slap your co-stars.
Yeah, slap your co-stars, win awards, and make tons of money.
Oh, yeah.
So Confessions.
Of a
the
teenage
game
girl.
of secrets and lies.
Yeah.
So my confession is I'm in love with
a stripper.
I'm gonna say myself.
I'm
You
in
have
love
to put
with
yourself.
it. Embrace it.
You have to put yourself before.
Wait.
You don't have anything left for
supposed
anyone else if you don't put yourself first.
Are you supposed to lie about it though? So are you lying?
Absolutely lie about it.
I think you could lie about it, or you could be telling the truth.
Well, it's confession, so that means you're supposed to tell the truth.
It doesn't mean like always doing everything in
I
your
got a
best
good one.
interest, but
Okay,
you have
go.
to choose. You have to like stabilize yourself before you can help other people.
Mine is my underwear is. Well, that's easy. Soggy.
Yeah,
Right
because
now.
it's hot as hell in here.
Yeah. It is. Woof.
But it's
Yeah.
not necessarily in here. It's just that it's so effing hot in Las Vegas right now.
It's pretty hot.
What is it? Like 105?
Oh no, it's more than that today. It's
100
like
and-
I heard
100 million.
110. There's 110 today for sure.
Yeah, it's ball sweat for
Yeah.
sure.
My card says I used to have a crush on. You guys ever watch the Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
Oh,
Yes.
hell yeah.
Do you guys remember Gadget?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah,
You used to have a thing for Gadget?
I did hard.
You wanted to put your Gidget in Gadget?
Yeah, she was holding a big old wrench and working on airplanes, and
You were
yeah,
like hubba hubba.
totally.
Very nice.
10-year-old
very nice.
you was like swing.
Oh yeah.
Showing. All right, let's do one more confession.
All right.
Let us.
All right. My confession. I've never stalked anyone, but I did drive by their house in the middle of the night to make for sure, like, they were for real. Where they said they were.
Where they said where they were?
When you got a wife that cheats on you, you know, you kind of messes with you a little bit.
It's
so
true. No, that's
I've been driving in the middle of the night to confirm that somebody has told me the truth.
So this is a tough one. Mine is my worst habit.
Oh, you got a lot of bad habits.
I don't have any habits. That's my problem.
Yeah, you do.
You
There's some
you
things.
take well, it's not necessarily a bad habit, but you take in animals all the time.
I do have a
You have a
habit
soft heart for
of-
animals.
That's probably one of the most frustrating things
You
because
you
it takes a
currently
lot of
have
time.
3 dogs.
Yes.
5 bunnies. 4 bunnies.
Don't give me more bunnies.
Yeah, 4 bunnies.
Well, 5 if you count the outdoor one. Oh, and there's a new baby out there too.
6
Wow.
bunnies.
3
You have that-
pigeons.
yeah, this
3
is a bad
pigeons.
habit.
Yeah, I have 3 pigeons and
Yep.
2 turtles.
You don't
And
just end
2
up with
desert
any
tortoise.
of these by accident.
This is true. This is true. That's probably my bad habit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's your bad habit.
It's pretty though.
My
It's
wife
a
would
nice
agree.
one. I once won. My card says I once won. Do I ever win? No, I'm just kidding.
Do I ever win?
I've never won the fucking lottery, I'll tell you that much.
I won a bunch of Spunk Lube from the shameless plug, the Rockin' Comedy Show, rockandcomedyshow.com. Yeah. I also won free headphones that broke quickly because they weren't these awesome Kicker headphones. Then Kicker hooked me up with these dope headphones, and I've been happy ever since.
I've had these Kicker headphones for
It's like, how many plugs can I answer this card with?
a year.
Right. Have
yeah.
you won anything?
Have I won anything?
Like
When I was in grade school, I put in a raffle for rollerblades. And that's the only goddamn thing I've ever won is rollerblades at a raffle.
Still wearing them right now.
Wearing them right fucking now.
Kicking and spinning under the table.
I've won like some sales awards with LVAC. I've won 2 martial arts tournaments. That was very nice.
That's cool.
I did not win, but came really close in a bodybuilding competition. And I also won a case of food poisoning on a Norwegian cruise.
Oh yeah, hooking
That
it up.
was-
Well, when I
Thanks,
got
Norway.
fired from the Golden Nugget, I won a case of salsa water.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
You
Take
guys are all answering my card. Does that mean I get to answer your guys' cards?
go ahead.
I forgot what they were.
Let's get another one. Let's do another round. We have
Let's do Never Have I Ever. Let's switch it up.
Sure. Would you put these cards back in
Yes,
that
I will.
thingy? Because I know I'll forget.
He's our card bitch. Take those, card bitch. That's right. He's got to figure out how the box works.
This is our card pulling theme song. Listen to our theme song for some playing some cards. We're gonna like what cards are we gonna pull right now? Oh, that's the intro to another show. Pulling some cards.
He's just hitting buttons because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Doesn't know what he's doing, but he's pulling some cards and they are different colors right now.
All right.
All right.
Never have I ever gone on a TikTok binge. That's correct. I have not.
What's a TikTok?
TikTok's that new app that people are using all over the place.
I was thinking like tic-tac-toe or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
I was like, I've been on a tic-tac-toe binge.
No, I have not
A
ever been
pinnacle-
on a TikTok binge. However,
Pinnacle of Chinese espionage.
I do, yes.
I've never. Is that really true? Is that really a thing? I don't even know.
For sure.
I don't
Well,
even
it's
get
at
on
least it's a propaganda channel, because like there's all kinds. If you get in that lane of like pro-China propaganda on TikTok, that gets fed to your kids if you don't watch them use TikTok.
Whoa.
For sure, and it's definitely part of China's like goodwill machine.
Oh wow.
Not that it's bad. You can also enjoy it. TikTok's okay.
Never have I ever kept the tags on a piece of clothing and returned it after wearing it. I have never done that.
You gotta swallow the tags.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take the tag
You've
off.
never
you swallow
you've
the
never
tag.
purchased anything and was like, I'm only gonna need it for like 3 hours, and then was like, F it, I'm gonna take it back now.
Nope.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never
Yeah,
done
me
that
neither.
either. Yeah.
I always take the tag off in the store and then wear it out of the store, so I don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
I just wear the store.
Mm.
Yeah, just get naked in the building. And
Ah.
you are my clothes.
Yeah.
We are my clothes. So I got two
Every
cards.
of the clothes belongs
Yeah,
to me.
I gave everybody 2.
But one I have, the other I haven't.
Okay.
Guess which one is which?
The one in your left hand, you've done it.
Nope. Okay. They are
Not after I change it.
had a crazy run on the crops table and been hammered with my mother or father.
Oh, I've been hammered with my mom and dad.
Uh,
I think
I have-
when we went to when we go to Zion to go
Both.
hiking, there's a really good pizza joint in the middle of Zion, and we normally get a couple pitchers of beer there.
Now, I've never taken a run on a
pretty
craps
effed
table,
Yeah, I've
but
never
I
played
have
craps.
had craps while running.
Yeah, I've crapped myself, but I've never played craps. Yeah.
Crapped while running. too.
Never have I ever engaged in hot tub foreplay.
What? Really?
I have a water thing, so if
I've
you're
never
with
been in a
me,
hot
I'm
tub time
probably
machine.
gonna bang you in the
Oh.
water.
Yeah, totally.
I have a water thing, water
I-
fetish.
Good. I like
Yeah.
it. I like the jets. I like when the jets get something
It
done.
reminds him of a baby's womb.
Mm.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That's super gross. What I'm talking about the jets doing to me. No babies involved with that.
All right. Never have I ever tried dreaming about sex.
Tried.
Tried?
Yeah.
I've
Never
done
have
that.
I ever tried to dream of sex?
Yeah.
Every night. Are you serious? I want to wet the bed every time I get a moment.
But you've tried to
Like
to,
you've
to
gone
go
to
out
bed
of
with
your way to
the
dream
spirit
about sex.
in your mind.
I'm the biggest pervert I know. Yes,
Like,
the
I hope
answer is
so.
absolutely.
Gonna sexy sleep.
I don't
I'm
know.
like the Howard Stern here. Yes, the answer is yes, of course.
What do you do? What does that look like? How do you prepare to have a sexy dream? Like, what do you?
Dude, I
Do you
just
go to bed in silk or something?
I'd at least wear a diaper.
Drink milk before bed?
you gotta
How does
hit the
this
spiff a couple times. You gotta have a couple
Spliff up.
shots, and
It's like
and
Fall
you're
asleep to
you're
some Barry White.
you're a brand new man.
flick the bean a little bit so
Yeah.
it's hard and then fall asleep that way.
Yeah,
Can't get enough of your love,
baby. You want to do one more? You got
Sure.
some more.
Yeah, we got some time. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
He's never have I ever.
We
They
have
kinda
3
suck.
minutes.
All right, we got 3 minutes. We got plenty of time. All right, Waz.
Oh, mine says faked an orgasm, and actually, yeah, I have done that
Whoa!
because of like being bored. Knowing that you guys would know.
But don't you
So I'm
like-
not calling anyone out here, but
Like, it's easy for a woman
had
to
the other
fake an
person just-
orgasm,
yeah.
but how do you fake an orgasm? Because don't you nut?
I mean, they're not checking. They're not like seeing
That's
what's
true.
in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's
okay.
true.
So you're
It's
just like,
like,
ah! Oh, ah.
That'll do. No, I went,
And then you just roll over and go to bed?
all done.
Okay, okay, okay. Hey, I'm not judging. Mike, what do you got?
I've never done that, but mine is never have I ever been caught masturbating. Now I've been caught having sex, so I don't know if that's the same thing.
No. That means meat in hand.
Meat slamming? No, I can't say that I have.
You've never been caught?
I can't say that I have. But my dad did walk in on me while I was banging when I was 18.
Okay.
And I kept talking to him like everything was normal.
I don't think I've.
Did you keep slowly moving to maintain?
Hell yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
Mm.
I don't remember. Never have I ever been straight up attracted to a cartoon character.
Oh.
Well, he already
Yeah,
said
that's
Gage.
Like,
Like
predominantly.
Jessica Rabbit.
No, it's too trite.
Back when, I mean, I don't.
Okay,
don't
no,
know.
I was attracted to her too back in the day, but now there's so much better in the anime realm. And,
Yeah, I never got into
hentai.
anime.
Hentai thighs.
I like anime, but
I feel like I've been cheated by this card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like anime that way particularly.
I've never.
I'm doing a different.
See, like
one.
cartoon women.
Okay, this
you
is
can
better.
project things on them and not worry about them having like actual lives and stuff.
This is true.
So it's like guilt-free
Did you see
me.
Archer? Have you seen
Yes.
Archer? What's his name? Klaus? No, Krieger. Krieger, the mad scientist guy. He has that anime wife that he makes, the projection of an anime girl.
Oh, I don't know.
You have to see it. It's so funny.
I missed that one.
It's so good.
This one is never have I ever seen a ghost. This is obviously subjective, and just my own opinion, I guess. But I think I run into about 3 different.
He sees a ghost every time he checks his banking account.
Yeah, it's
nothing's there.
It's fucking gone.
I definitely have, but I definitely hallucinate sometimes. I don't think people are honest in the medical community about how often hallucinations happen to everybody either.
Probably.
Yeah, there's so many things that bring on hallucinations for normal people. No, like totally sober everything, yeah.
Okay.
So
like a low blood sugar, so the wrong circumstance, upset about something. Like if something's off, because I'm bipolar anyway, so everything's not balanced right anyway. So it's like not too much of a stretch to have something trigger like a state where you're more prone to hallucinations.
Interesting.
I've been able to tell like that something is a hallucination. That doesn't usually like last. They haven't like locked in very often ever, but definitely something that happens.
We had Marilyn come to our house to help do like a little ward off thing because it would be in the middle of the night and I would start having these dreams of a person standing in next to our bathroom. And then it would approach me.
Yeah.
And it would go really fast and then it would scream my name and grab me and it would wake me up.
Oh, there's a couple elements of that are like textbook for the fugue state, you know? The like sleep paralysis adjacent thing. But especially when something says your name, that's the most common type of hallucination I get is hearing my name.
Yeah.
When there's nothing there to say my name. But also there's a part of your brain that's just for perceiving a presence. And that part can get mistriggered very easily.
Sure, I
because
bet
it's
you it
its
could
own
be.
parallel. It has its own parallel process.
But that was probably one of the craziest things. The other one is
the rest of your brain will just justify it too. So you'll get something in your visual cortex to justify the feeling.
So that's one that I could say, yeah, maybe there's something there. But the one that I cannot explain for the life of me is me and my 2 other buddies will confirm, Sean Butcher and Baron Matika. This must have been like 12 o'clock at night. We got some Jack in the Box, nowhere to eat it. So we go to a park on Russell next to the Silver Bowl. You know where that park is?
Sure.
We show up there, we go out, there's like a little playground. We decided to play on the playground and we start swinging on the swings and we're laughing and having this great time. And then all of a sudden we realize that we're laughing and having a great time on the swings. And we all kind of look at each other because it was weird. So then we all were like, something weird's going on here. So we started walking into the park and just kind of looking around. And then all of the sudden, the sprinklers came on where we were, but not anywhere else. So then we walked, And then they followed us. We got out of the range and they kept coming on. We got almost to the end of the field and then we were like, this is too crazy. So we turned around to start booking and they all came on. We were like, oh shit. So then we ran to our car like as crazy as fast as we could. We get back to my buddy's house, and as we get out of his car, and we're talking like 2 in the morning, mind you, as we get out of his car, we were passing his lawn, his fucking sprinklers come on.
That's awesome.
So then we decide to go back the next day. We go back the next day, next night, and we're like, okay, something's going on here. So we go back to confront it. We're walking along the sidewalk. The second, and we didn't step on right away, but the second we decide, I put my foot on the grass, the sprinklers came on.
Definitely
That
a
was it,
camera
dude.
somewhere.
I'd never been back.
Well,
Someone's definitely got a camera somewhere they're defending the park with.
Yeah.
That was back in like 2000.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So that was
I
before
definitely
all
have a
that.
lot
There's RF
of
controlled
stories,
sprinklers in 2000.
but unfortunately,
Yeah, it's true.
it's that time. Thank you for tuning in to Two Clueless Dudes with us. We appreciate you listening. Make sure you check out twocluelessdudes.com. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And we
Two
appreciate you
Clueless
guys for
Dudes.
listening
Apple
in.
Music, Spotify.
That's right.
On Spotify.
Please make sure you follow and like us. And make sure you check us out at youtube.com.
And Greasy Conversation, Sundays at 4.
That's right. You'll see me there. See you guys. Bye.
Peace.
Get the app, radiovegas.rocks. Have a good one, folks. Happy weekend.
Later.
Cold close, cold close, cold close.